What's up everybody? I'm Jason and you're watching Tennessee Mountain Homestead. Welcome back to the shop. Today we're out here to continue working on Blackout, my 1967 Sears Custom 6. Today's mission is to get the rear fenders mounted and hopefully come up with a permanent solution for the seat. These are the fenders that came on the tractor. In its stock configuration, they used to bolt up flush to the side of the frame. Since then, we've made some major changes to the back here, and that can't happen anymore. Besides that, I want the seat to be slammed down as low as possible, so that means the fenders have to be pushed out as close to the tires as possible. My plan is to fabricate some extensions that will hold the fenders in about this position. Let's get started. I've got my first piece cut and I'll show you what I came up with. If you look right here, I've got it bolted straight to where the fender used to be. I'm gonna cut out 3 more of these. One of them is gonna bolt to the fender, and then when I get my fender in its new position, I'll cut extensions to go between the two. I'll weld it out, and those will be my new brackets. What's up guys? It's the next day. I've got all 4 pieces cut out and I need to get them bolted to the tractor and to the fenders. But they do have mill scale on both sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the muriatic acid method and see if that's gonna take the mill scale off the way I've seen it work for other people. It's only been a couple minutes, and I'd say that's pretty effective. All four pieces are bolted in place, and now I'm trying to establish the distance my fender is off the tire and how far I can get it away from the frame without hitting the tire. So I've got a couple of straps here, and I'm gonna go with that thickness so the tire has room to expand when I'm going fast. And what I'm trying to do here is figure out the relationship between this plate and the one on the frame. Hey guys, I figured it's a good time to give you an update. So as you can see, I got the fenders mounted. The way I went about doing that, I put a couple of lifting slings over the tires and then let the fender use those as a spacer so that they weren't too close to the treads. And then I used a combination of my eyeball and a tape measure to get it all laid out the rest of the way. Now what I did, I connected the two plates on each side with some of this 1/4 inch dowel rod. I filed down the ends till they came to a point, and then I was able to use that to let me tilt them and obviously weld them into place. That's just good enough to hold them where they need to be. The next thing I need to do is unbolt them from the tractor, take them over to the workbench, and start fitting sheet metal, because these things are gonna essentially be extensions of the fenders. And I was thinking at first too, that I was gonna have it so where I can unbolt the fender from one side and unbolt the tractor from the other, and just have that extension piece stand alone. But the more I look at it and think about it, I'm just gonna make it one piece with the fender. I'm gonna clean all the paint off and just weld it to the fender. It'll make it that much more rigid because it's already, these fenders are flimsy off how they come. So that's what's up, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Years later.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give to you fender extensions for Blackout. So these things took quite a while to make, as you just saw, but they came out really stout. I reinforced the inside where the bolts go through to the frame of the tractor with some 1/8 inch by 1 bar, and it's got that 1/4 inch gusseting inside of it, that 1/4 inch dowel rod. So yeah, I think these things are gonna work out real good. I'm gonna bolt them on the tractor, and just for now, we're gonna bolt the fenders onto them, and I'm not gonna weld them today because my my welding gas is about to identify as 0 PSI. So that thing needs to be replaced over at Air Gas next week. So that's going to conclude my welding for today, plus tomorrow's Mother's Day. So let's get these bolted up and I'll see you in a minute. It looks ridiculous.
Looks crazy.
Well guys, there it is. Blackout finally has fenders. They clear. I've got well over an inch all the way inside, and it doesn't even come close anywhere. So I think we're good to go. I gave it room for the tires in case I was going fast, and they do have like 1 PSI in case they expand a little bit. That's what I gave all that room for. Otherwise, I think we're good. So, unfortunately, I couldn't get to the seat. That's sitting right here. But I need to do something about this seat or get something else because it just doesn't fit between the fenders as low as I want it to be. If it was at the stock height, it'd be just fine, like up here or something. But that's a next weekend problem because, like I said, I'm out of welding gas. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and that's gonna do it for today's video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Once again, I'm Jason. This is Tennessee Mountain Homestead, and I'll see you on the next one.